and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello and welcome to Speed Feed. This is where you catch a glimpse of the latest news, hot stories, and trending topics of the day. Thanks for joining our live stream. I know you have a lot to do, but you came here, yeah? If you're watching on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe. And also, if you're watching here on Facebook, please share this video with your friends. I'm sure they'll appreciate that you shared a good show with them. That just gives them an overview of what's happening in the news today. So, what's in the news today that you need to know? Yeah, let's start the feed in Mombasa, where a 17-year-old boy stabbed his father to death after an argument ensued between the stepfather and his mother. According to this story by Citizen, the teenager got enraged. He got 2 kitchen knives and stabbed his father in the stomach and the chest, killing him. Police are still looking for him after that incident that happened late on Sunday. Now, in education news today, CS George Magoha, he says that some parents who can afford to pay school fees are taking advantage of that waiver that was given to poor parents and those who lost their jobs during the pandemic not to pay school fees for their children, even though they can afford to do so. He directed school principals and head teachers to send home students whose parents can afford to pay school fees but are not paying. Now, a report that the food situation during the COVID-19 pandemic released by the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, it has revealed that Kenyans have turned to cheaper alternatives for food to cope with tough economic times, my friends. Now, some of the things that people are doing include purchasing food on credit, limiting the portions during meal times, reducing the amount of food they buy, reducing the number of meals a day, and depending on friends and family for meals. You know, that time when someone comes to your house just to have food, don't turn them away. The struggle is hitting us all, friends, I tell you. Yeah, this is a report by KNBS. Can you relate to this story? Yeah, let's talk in the comment section because we are live and I'll be reading your comments as we go on with the show. Yeah, do you think this report has a truth to it? Let me know in the comment section. Let's talk. Okay, open up and tell me, how are you coping with these tough economic times? Now, going on with the feed, we learned today that businessman Harish Patel, he's the owner of Kenya Horticultural Export Limited. He was robbed on Sunday of 20 million shillings in cash on Sunday night, yeah, at his home in Muthaiga. The heist went on for 30 minutes after the robbers cut the electric fence around his house to access the inside, and police suspect that the thugs colluded with some of his workers who have already been questioned. And mind you, this happened in Muthaiga, in the same estate that former President Mwai Kibaki lives in. Yeah, which has shocked a lot of people. A lot of high-profile people live in that area, and this went on with nobody noticing on Sunday night. Meanwhile, KRA, they say that the iTax systems have collapsed. This is because of an error from their service provider side. They put this out last evening, and until today, there is no further update. So this means that all services provided on the iTax portal are not available, including filing your taxes. Seems like a lot of people are jamming the system as a deadline approaches for filing your taxes. It's June 30th. Have you filed your taxes? Yeah, let me know in the comments below. Or are you part of the people who are jamming the iTax system? Yeah. Meanwhile, in other news, the case where Garissa Governor Ali Korane was accused of embezzling 233 million from the county government, it has been postponed to July 28th after one of the witnesses stepped down from the case. In that case, the governor is accused of embezzling about 233 million that was meant for upgrading a market in Garissa town. Yeah. And still on governor's corruption cases, the High Court suspended a case where Mike Sonko is accused of embezzling 10 million shillings. Sonko in this case cited unfair trial for being compelled to attend court sessions personally while he had a constitutional right for legal representation. So that case has also been suspended temporarily though. And some other news is that we have learned of plans to relaunch the national broadcaster KBC. Yeah, the station has hired veteran journalists as well as some fresh blood, you know, in the relaunch project that is set to happen in about 2 weeks. Yeah, even though the date is that date is not set in stone. Yeah, now you'll be seeing some familiar faces back on TV. Yeah. You want to learn over the details? Yeah, these are some of the people who are set to be joining the station. I can see Shiksha Arora is going to be joining KBC in the relaunch. Yeah, and some other veteran journalists. Yeah, the full list is on Kenyans.co.ke. All the new names that are going to be on the relaunched KBC. Now, in some other sad news, we are learning of the sad story of a 28-year-old MKU student. His name is Stephen Omodi. He died on Sunday after drowning in a swimming pool at a hotel in Mombasa. According to The Star, he had traveled with his friends to the coast, and after lunch, he went to swim, but he did not know how to swim, so he drowned without anybody noticing. And, it's a sad story. It's a sad story. 28-year-old who's lost his life because of, he didn't know how to swim. Now, meanwhile, in national news, the controller of budget, Margaret Nyakango, she has revealed that Kenya, want to brace yourself for this? You know how much we borrowed in the last 1 year between March 2020 and March 2021? The country borrowed slightly over 1 trillion shillings in that period. Yes, our national public debt now stands at 7.34 trillion shillings. Yeah, which has again revealed Jubilee government's appetite for borrowing. Yeah, I don't want to go further into this. I think I don't want to depress you more. Speaking of governments, in Kisumu, the county government has closed down its offices after a spike in COVID cases. What could have brought this? I don't know. They have also suspended all non-essential services in the county. This is according to Governor Anyang' Nyong'o. Now, still in Kisumu, some leaders from Western Kenya, they have criticized ODM leader Raila Odinga for what they say is a selfish hold of handshake projects or goodies, which were launched in the Nyanza region while President Kenyatta was there last week. Now, he responded to that criticism, terming it as retrogressive, divisive, and dishonest, because there have also been some other projects that have been launched in Western Kenya, and they're choosing to ignore that. Yeah. Meanwhile, today, Kenya Mpya is going to they're going to launch an electric matatu. So those of you who use Kenya Mpya every day, they're going to launch an electric matatu. An electric matatu. It's one of the biggest circles on Thika Road. So they're planning to get an electric one. I'm so excited. Like, have you ever been in an electric matatu or an electric car? Yeah, have you ever been in one? Let me know in the comment section. Yeah, I see Kipkoskei Peter saying everybody in Kenya is corrupt. I see your comments. Thank you so much for your comments. Just a brief of what else is happening today. Who is breaking the news? What are people talking about today? There was DJ Evolve is trending because there was reports that he had passed on, but his family have dismissed rumors that he is dead. So that's why DJ Evolve is trending alongside with Babu Owino. Also, Ugali Man is trending. Remember that guy that we showed you on Speed Viral Stories about 2 weeks ago? The Ugali Man, the one who went viral on TikTok, who was eating ugali. Yeah, he's gotten an endorsement from a betting company here in Kenya. Yeah, and if you haven't seen that ad, that was over the quick jump onto the trend, and I'm sure maize millers and ugali millers, maize flour millers right now. I'm sure they're all just somewhere wishing they took advantage of that opportunity. But he can have many of this, right? Isn't it? Yeah. Something else that is trending right now. Today also, a lot of sponsored tags today. Who else is making news today? Raila Odinga is trending because of that story I just highlighted. Bahati is trending. Why is Bahati trending? Always for some reason, right? Yeah, some jabs between these celebrities on Instagram. Nothing much to get from there. These are some of the people who are trending right now. If you go to Kenyans.co.ke right now, some of the latest news that you need to know. That story that it just showed you, CS Magoha, his change of tune on school fees payment. He's ordered school principals and school heads to send home students whose parents can afford to pay school fees but are not doing so. Governor Paranya is also trending today because of something he said about stepping down from running for the presidency if Raila Odinga is going to run. More details about that on Kenyans.co.ke. And also, there's a story about an OCS who wrote an emotional letter to their bosses after being transferred. Those are some of the stories that you can find right now on Kenyans.co.ke. Yeah, for the latest. Thank you so much for tuning in to Speed Feed today. Now you're in the know of what's happening, some of the stories that you need to know today, yeah, so you don't miss out on anything. Asante sana for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and please share this video with your friends, yeah, on Facebook. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Share it. All right, my name is Kimani Mbugua. We'll see you again tomorrow on Speed Feed, same time.